Sabrina Carpenter has finally broken her silence with some rare comments about Barry Keoghan. And trust me, what she revealed is not what anyone expected. Fans have been speculating for months, rumors have been flying, but now Sabrina herself has spoken. And what she said changes the entire conversation. Stick with me, because once you hear this, you'll never look at their rumored relationship the same way again. So here's the thing. Sabrina Carpenter is at the peak of her career right now. She's dominating charts, her songs are literally everywhere on TikTok, her fan base is growing worldwide, and she's stepping into that global pop star spotlight in the same way we've seen happen with artists like Taylor Swift or Olivia Rodrigo. And in the middle of all this professional success, boom, rumors about her and Hollywood's breakout actor Barry Keoghan start catching fire. But wait, let's rewind for a moment. For anyone who doesn't know, Barry Keoghan isn't just any actor. He's one of the most acclaimed rising stars in Hollywood. From the Banshees of Inisherin to the viral sensation of Saltburn, and now the hype around his role in Joker 2, Barry has cemented himself as this mysterious, versatile, and intriguing actor. So when paparazzi suddenly start capturing him alongside Sabrina Carpenter, it sent shockwaves through both the music and film fan communities. Now, fast forward a few months, whispers turn into speculation, speculation turns into gossip, and gossip turns into demand. Fans wanted answers. Are Sabrina and Barry dating? Are they just friends? Is this all PR? Or is there something real happening behind the scenes? Sabrina remained silent, Barry dodged questions, and the mystery just kept growing. Until now. Because finally, Sabrina Carpenter has made some rare comments about Barry Keoghan, and the way she phrased it, oh boy, it left fans in shock. But before we get to exactly what she said, let's break this down step by step. First, let's revisit the rumor timeline. The first spark started when Sabrina and Barry were spotted leaving the same event in Los Angeles. Nothing too wild, but the photos looked a little too cozy to just be casual acquaintances. Then, fans noticed that Barry was spotted at one of Sabrina's shows, quietly in the crowd, trying to go unnoticed. But the internet sees everything, and fans immediately began posting clips and screenshots. Next, social media detectives did what they do best. Suddenly, Barry was liking Sabrina's posts at suspiciously perfect times. There were outfits that seemed to subtly coordinate, captions that fans thought contained hidden references, and even some behind-the-scenes industry whispers suggesting that yes, something was definitely brewing between the two. Now here's where it gets interesting. For months, both Sabrina and Barry avoided confirming anything. Interviews would come up, reporters would slide the question in, but both of them brushed it off. Barry gave his usual mysterious grin, Sabrina laughed it away. Classic celebrity dodging, right? But then, in a recent conversation, Sabrina Carpenter finally let something slip. She didn't give a dramatic confirmation, but she did give rare comments about Barry Keoghan that made everyone stop in their tracks. What exactly did she say? Sabrina described Barry as one of the most unique people I've ever met, and mentioned that spending time around him is never boring. She didn't say boyfriend, she didn't say we're dating, but she didn't deny it either, and that's the key. Fans immediately exploded on Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, analyzing every word. Because here's the thing, Sabrina doesn't usually talk about her personal life in this way. She's famously private when it comes to relationships. So the fact that she even acknowledged Barry, even in this subtle way, means a lot. Now let me pause here and ask you, do you think Sabrina carefully chose her words to keep the mystery alive, or was this her way of low-key confirming something? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see how divided you guys are on this. But back to the comments. Sabrina continued by saying that Barry has an energy that pulls people in, and that she respects how he approaches life with such authenticity. Again, that's not something you'd normally hear from someone about just a random acquaintance. That's deeper. That's personal. So naturally, fans are asking, why now? Why did Sabrina decide to break her silence and make these rare comments in this moment? Well, here's one theory. Sabrina is stepping into her full pop superstar era, and and she knows that everything she says carries weight. By addressing Barry now, even subtly, she keeps the conversation alive, drives headlines, and builds intrigue around both of them. Another theory? It wasn't strategic at all. Maybe Sabrina just let her guard down for once and spoke from the heart. Which, let's be real, makes it even juicier for fans. But what about Barry's side? That's where things get even more mysterious. Barry has been notoriously quiet. Even when pressed, he avoids talking about his personal relationships. But the thing is, actions sometimes speak louder than words. And Barry being spotted multiple times supporting Sabrina, whether at her shows or events, says a lot. And let's not forget, Barry recently went through a public breakup, so the timing of all this makes fans wonder if Sabrina is the fresh new chapter in his life. Here's a twist for you. Some fans believe this whole Sabrina-Barry connection is a carefully managed PR move. Think about it. Sabrina is dominating the music world. Barry is dominating the film world. Put them together, and suddenly they're the it couple of Hollywood, generating endless media buzz. Could this be less about love and more about strategy? Or is it genuine chemistry that just happens to benefit their careers too? Let me throw that question to you guys. Do you think Sabrina and Barry are a real couple, or do you think it's just Hollywood playing games? Vote in the poll I've set up, and let's see where the fan base stands. Now here's where I think things get especially spicy. Sabrina's music has always been full of clever wordplay, hidden references, and lyrics that fans love to dissect. Already people are going back through her recent songs and asking, was she dropping Easter eggs about Barry this whole time? One line about someone unpredictable, another about a face the world can't forget. Coincidence? Or deliberate hints? And then there's Barry. He might not be a songwriter, but his choice of projects and his public image carry a lot of symbolism too. Fans point out that Barry being in Saltburn, a movie about obsession and hidden desire, makes this whole pairing feel even more surreal. Like, is life imitating art here? But let's zoom out for a second. What does this mean for their careers? For Sabrina, opening up about Barry could humanize her and make fans feel even closer to her music. For Barry, being linked to a global pop star could boost his mainstream recognition even further, beyond the art house film community. But it could also come with risks. Hollywood couples are often scrutinized, torn apart by tabloids, and sometimes overshadowed by the drama instead of the work. This is the tension. Does going public with even rare comments help or hurt? Let's think back to other celebrity couples. Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn kept things private for years, and that mystery actually added to their allure. Olivia Rodrigo, on the other hand, faced relentless media attention around her rumored relationships, which sometimes overshadowed her music. So, where do Sabrina and Barry fall on this spectrum? Now, here's a cliffhanger for you. Sabrina was recently performing live when fans noticed Barry in the crowd again. This time, she looked directly in his direction during a lyric that seemed suspiciously pointed. Was it intentional? Or are fans reading too much into it? That's the beauty of pop culture. It blurs the lines between coincidence and deliberate storytelling. So let's circle back to the rare comments themselves. Sabrina said Barry is unique, authentic, and that being around him is never boring. These aren't throwaway lines. They're meaningful descriptors. And if you followed Sabrina's interviews before, you know she doesn't casually drop compliments like this about just anyone. So whether or not she meant to, she just gave fans more than enough fuel to believe that something real is happening. Now here's where I want your input again. If Sabrina and Barry go public as a couple, do you think fans will embrace it or will it backfire? Type power couple in the comments if you think they're a match made in Hollywood heaven. And if you thought this was already wild, wait until you hear this. Insiders are whispering that Sabrina and Barry might collaborate in some way. Maybe a music video appearance, maybe a film cameo. Nothing confirmed, but if that happens, the internet is going to absolutely explode. So here's the bottom line. Sabrina Carpenter doesn't make rare comments like this often, which means when she does, it matters. Whether she's hinting at a relationship, fueling PR buzz, or just being authentically herself, one thing is clear. This story isn't going away anytime soon. And if you thought these rare comments were surprising, just wait until the next chapter of this story unfolds. Because in Hollywood, secrets never stay secrets for long.